Hey guys, Chris from Rekkid Talk. So we're going to do Eddie Perez's soundtracks contest today. So a couple months ago, CGC Vinyl Guy Christian did a soundtracks contest as well, and I didn't want to do any repeats. I even went back and watched the video, and I don't have a extensive soundtrack collection, but I still have enough. Basically, what I'm going to do for Eddie's contest is that I'm going to show some singles that were involved in movies, maybe briefly talk about the scene where the song appeared, and a couple of them are also on some pretty common soundtracks that I'll show. These are not rarities, these are things that lots of people own. And if anyone else does a soundtracks contest in the near future, I'll either not enter or recycle content. But the first one I'm going to show is Shout by the Isley Brothers. So I have this RCA single. I don't even know if that is actually the right company sleeve for it, but it's got Shout Part 1, Shout Part 2. Of course, this appeared as played by Otis Day and the Knights in the Toga Party scene in Animal House. And a couple of trivia facts about that. So first of all, Otis Day and the Knights. So Otis Day was played by the actor Dwayne Jesse, who later on actually bought the right to the name Otis Day and the Knights and actually turned the fictional movie band into a real band. And the other point was that one of the backing musicians, the guy playing bass guitar, is a very young Robert Cray. Apparently, this was before he had released his first album, but he was a local musician in the Eugene, Oregon area where the movie was made. And so he kind of put together a crew of people that could serve as the backing band to Otis Day, the Knights, of course. Next, we'll look at Dazed and Confused. And so I'm going to show my Nazareth Love Hurts single. And so Love Hurts was the song that was being played at the junior high dance when the ninth graders, the ninth grader guys, they pull out the guy who's making out with the girlfriend, and we're going to go party with the high school guys. And then the teacher's telling us, if you guys go out, you can't come back in. And it's like, we're off to party with the big boys. And then this wasn't part of the movie, but Hair of the Dog is the flip side to that Nazareth single. Um, of course, it's almost cliche to show something from Saturday Night Live in a soundtracks based contest, but this is the single. This is not Bee Gees, this is More Than a Woman by Tavares. And this was played in the scene where Tony Manero, of course, played by John Travolta, was dancing in the disco with Stephanie. And then, of course, I have the album version of this as well that I chose to not show in Christian's contest. And again, that's obviously not a rarity by any stretch. Here's another excuse to show my Sharona picture sleeve by the Knack. And so, if you remember the convenience store scene from the movie Reality Bites, all us young Gen Xers were dancing around in the 7-Eleven to My Sharona, Winona Ryder and the gang. And then the final one I'm going to show is we're going to show some Prince Purple Rain material. So here's the single to When Doves Cry. The flip side was a song called 17 Days, which was not on the Purple Rain album. And of course, basically, when I think of this song, I think of Prince riding around on his motorcycle and getting laid. And I own very few picture discs, but I actually have the picture disc to Purple Rain. So there it is. So there's my entry for your contest, Eddie. So some soundtrack related material for you. Animal House, Dazed and Confused, Saturday Night Fever, Reality Bites, and Purple Rain.